Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. I am so excited, as you can see by the title. Today I'm going to be filming a Shop Hush haul. So for those of you guys who haven't heard of Hush, Hush is a really affordable online brand. They sell everything from like makeup palettes to like Korean skincare, but everything is super affordable. But what's also really cool about Hush is that they have brands like NYX and e.l.f. and brands that like we're used to finding in the drugstore as well on their website. So there's really just something for everyone. But what they're definitely known for is having dupe versions of higher end palettes. So it's a really great option for those of us who don't have like $65 to go and spend on a Huda Beauty palette, but Hush offers some really affordable alternatives if that's something that you've really wanted but can't afford. So if you guys are interested in seeing what I got from Hush, then just keep on watching. So really quickly, I just wanted to show you guys, like, the packaging is super cute when you get it in the mail. It comes in like a really pretty pink box and everything is super secure. So each palette comes individually bubble wrapped, which is awesome. And then the whole thing comes like super duper bubble wrapped. So everything came like non-broken, non-shattered, like just perfect condition. And I really wanted to mention that because I find a lot of the times when I order from like Ulta or Sephora, I actually have a problem with that, where sometimes my products come shattered or broken because they don't package things the proper way. Now, although the online website that you can order all these palettes from is Hush, and I will have the link to like all the things down below if you guys are interested in any of the palettes I'm going to show you today. But I did want to mention that all of the actual palettes themselves are by the brand Bad Habit. Okay, so the first palette I have to share with you guys is the Bad Habit Inferno palette. And it looks like this. The packaging is really pretty. So let's open this one up. The packaging is really sleek, which I really like. It's kind of like a cardboard material that has like a really cool like 3D feeling to it. Just really pretty packaging. So this palette has 12 eyeshadows inside. Let's take a look. It does have like the nice little insert. So you open it up and this is what it looks like. So you do get a nice size mirror, which I really like. And then you get 12 eyeshadows. This palette is super neutral and warm, which I really like. I think this is like a great everyday palette. I really love the shades in this palette. Okay, and then I also figured I would swatch a couple of the shadows from each palette to show you guys like formula and how everything like goes on and whatnot. So let's do that. So here are just a couple of the shades from that palette. I think this is a really great like everyday warm palette. This kind of reminds me a lot of like the Urban Decay Naked Heat, I think I want to say. They look pretty similar to me. So I think this is like a really great, again, everyday palette and super travel friendly. I really like that about all these palettes. Okay, next up I got the Aphrodite palette from Bad Habit, and this is their 18 color eyeshadow palette. So let's open this one up. This is what the packaging looks like, really pretty. I love like the geometric design with like the gold and everything. I just think it looks really pretty and classy. So open this one up and oh my goodness, you get a huge mirror inside. That is such a nice mirror for traveling and stuff. And again, you get 18 shades. So this is what this one looks like. Really, really pretty. I am obsessed with this palette. It's just absolutely beautiful. There's a nice combination of mattes and metallics and shimmers in this one. So this is actually very similar looking to the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette. So if that's a palette that you've been wanting to get your hands on and you haven't because it is $65, which is insane, then this is definitely a great alternative. I want to say this one is $12, but it could be $10. I could be wrong. Like I said, I will have all the prices in the info box down below, but I think this one is such a beautiful palette. I'm going to swatch a couple of the shades for you as well. So I want to swatch a couple of the matte shades. Wow, that's really pretty. Let's swatch that one. Let's swatch this color, Lust. Ooh, that's really pretty. Flirt. Oh my god, it's like this bright pink color. Oh yeah. And then let's do one of the shimmers. Let's do Infatuation. That looks really pretty. So I'm just going to swatch them. So here's one of the matte shades. Here's a couple of the matte shades in the palette. I really like that pink color I just swatched. And then this last one I'm going to swatch is like more of the metallic. So this one's a little bit more on the crumbly side. You definitely would probably want to use your finger, but oh my goodness, this shade is beautiful. I really hope you guys can see that swatch, but that shade Infatuation on the end right there is like an olivey brown taupe color. It's really quite beautiful. I love that. I am seriously so impressed so far. These are so buttery and they just glide right on. Okay, so the next one that we have is the Athena palette, and oh my goodness, can we just stop and look at the packaging for a moment? These colors are everything. So the actual palette looks just like the packaging, the outside packaging, which is awesome. I really love like the ombre effect with like the gold again, just really pretty. So I'm pretty sure that this palette, the Athena palette, is supposed to be a dupe for the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette, which is a palette that I've really been wanting to purchase. But again, it's $65, so it's just insanely priced. Oh my goodness, this palette is beautiful. Do you guys see these shades? Oh my goodness. I feel like my camera is not going to do it justice. But this palette is so beautiful. Super like pink, purpley, feminine. Oh, I love this. If you've been wanting to get your hands again on the Huda Beauty palette that I was just mentioning, this is a great alternative, and it's again only $10 or $12, so super affordable. Definitely again recommend, like if that's something you're interested in, getting your hands on this ASAP, because I know this one has been selling out a lot on the website. So I really want to focus on swatching a lot of like the shimmery shades for you from this palette, because those are really like the standout ones. They're so beautiful, guys. There's some really unique shades in here, and I feel like they're, like, again, my camera's not going to do it as much justice as it should, but like this one right here is like a purpley pink duochrome. A lot of them kind of have like a shift to them, which is really pretty. Again, they all swatch really nicely. They're super buttery, and I just think this is a really unique palette. Like, I definitely don't have anything like this in my collection, and for the price tag, you can't beat it. I just think it's a great palette to have, just to kind of like throw in some really pretty unique shades. Okay, so next up we have the Royals palette, and can we just talk about this packaging? Like, oh my goodness, this is so beautiful. So it's definitely a little bit longer than the other palettes, but it's super slim, so again, really great for traveling. Let's open this one up. Again, you get a really nice size mirror. I think that's awesome that you get mirrors in all these palettes, so you can really travel with them. And this one, when I instantly opened this, reminded me exactly of the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia. Like, these shades are literally the same, just in different order. I love my Modern Renaissance palette, and I use it to death, and I just think it's awesome that they created something that's a lot more affordable that we can get our hands on. I really quickly wanted to show you like a side-by-side of this with the Modern Renaissance, because I do have that one. But here, as you can see, they're just literally like the same shades, just in different order. It's pretty crazy. So I figured, since I have both of these palettes in front of me, that I would do some side-by-side swatches of the colors that I feel like look similar. So what I did was I swatched the ones from the Royals palettes from Hush on this hand, and then these are the Modern Renaissance ones. So I'm just going to show you like side-by-side so you can see if you feel like they're similar or not. And this one right here is the Royals swatches from Hush, and then this hand right here is the Modern Renaissance. So for me personally, I didn't really feel much of a difference. I feel like the only difference was the shimmers from my Modern Renaissance palette were a little bit more intense, but I actually felt like the mattes from the Bad Habits palette from Hush were actually more pigmented. So it's very interesting to see. I definitely think the shades are like spot on. They look exactly the same. This next palette I have is the Aura palette, and this palette is so pretty. Like, the packaging is everything. I think this is supposed to be very similar to the Anastasia, I believe, the Prism palette, so if that's something you want to get your hands on, you could totally just get this one. So this one has really pretty, like, bright metallic shades. Definitely something I wouldn't reach for every day, but I think it's really cool to have this in your collection, just for like some fun, pretty, like, holiday looks and stuff like that. So here's a close-up of that one, just really pretty, fun shades. Like this color right here, I definitely don't have anything like that in my collection. And even this one right here, just some really unique, pretty shades in here. And then last but not least, I have the Bad Habit Retro Love palette. So now this is the only palette out of all of them that I did play around with a little bit, and I actually used this palette today to create the look that is on my eyes. Really cute packaging, and then you open it up, and that's what it looks like on the inside. This is supposed to be like a similar palette to one of the Anastasia palettes that recently released not that long ago that was very hit or miss here on YouTube. A lot of people were not happy with the formulation, and again, I use this palette today to create the look that I'm wearing, and the shades in here are absolutely stunning, guys. They blend beautifully. They're very pigmented, but they're not too pigmented, so you can still like work with them and blend them out and everything. So this is the look I created with this palette. I just think it's absolutely beautiful. Again, I had no problem with the blending. I think it's just really pretty, and I think the shades in here are absolutely stunning. Like, there's just a really cool selection of shades in this palette, so I was really happy with the way that this look turned out. So that completes this haul, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Again, if you are interested in any of the palettes that you've seen today, I will have them all linked down below, along with the prices and palettes that they're similar to. So if you've been wanting to get your hands on any of those palettes, then these are really great affordable alternatives. If you guys want to see me create any looks using any of the palettes you saw today, definitely let me know in the comment section down below. And if you enjoy this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!